exciting event. I am Paul Hoogterp. I am the youngest son of four, Bill and Judy's favorite. Everybody knows that. We're really excited here. Me and my family, we're from Michigan. I've got a brother that's from New Jersey. I've got a sister from Pennsylvania, and I've got another brother up from Maine. So just from a show of hands, how many people are here from out of town, out of state? Okay, real quickly, how many states did you have to cross to get here today? 12. So, I'm guessing my brother Brett is probably the farthest away from Maine. Is there anybody that travels farther than Maine?
Yeah. Phoenix.
Barwitt. Came all the way. Barwitt. Wow. Marlene did.
Marlene Moore. Came all the way there.
That's incredible. Well, we just want to say we really appreciate everybody coming here. This is a fabulous event. We don't hear about 50 years of wedding anymore. And I tell you what, growing up with this family was just an incredible experience. We were all so very lucky, and we're all so proud to be here today for them. So let's start off with a round of applause for Bill and Judy. I want to give a couple thank yous. One is for my sister, Diane. Thank you so much for all the work you did on the food preparations and everything. That's incredible. You did a lot of work on that. Mike Dykema, we really appreciate you handling the bar today. Mike is not a typical bartender. He will do it. So be very descriptive when you deal with Mike up there. Other than that, I also want to say, Mary, thank you for the great ideas in the shuffleboard tournament. You did a great job on that. So, Aunt Mary Kay, thank you very much. You did great. We really found a way to keep all the kids busy and we're having a great time. So at this time, I'm going to pass the mic over to Moses, and he's going to continue on with the service.
Ledesma, I have the distinct honor of being Bill and Judy's only son-in-law. So, married to Diane. Continuing with the thank yous. Again, we're from Michigan. We want to thank Linda Hawthorne, who made that beautiful cake back there as I was looking at it. Gorgeous cake. And ironically, my daughter Emmy helped her, who's not a big fan of cakes, and Emmy helped Linda with the cake. Thank you, Emmy. And we can thank Ethan Hoogterp. He's the one who designed and created and printed out all the invitations. Thank you, Ethan. And we would like to thank all those people who let us use the houses, all of us that came from out of town. And we would also like to thank those who even offered up their houses, which we didn't use, but we do appreciate the offer. Thank you very much for those. And finally, but of course most important, those who set up the hall, decorated it all, got everything ready for us. It was Sandra, Linda, Maria, Mike, and Abby. Thank you very much for all your hard work.
It could be funny, it could be serious, it could be what my mom and dad mean to you, but it could be a remember the time. So I'm going to give everybody 10 minutes to write out the stories. Now, when it comes time to eat in the buffet, I've already been offered one bribe from Mike to make sure that his table goes first. So we'll make this where you can sing for your supper. So if any table wants to share their story out loud on the microphone, their table gets to move to the front of the line. Marlene, because she came all the way from Arizona, their table's going to start us out, but if you want the honor of being number 2. So for the next 10 minutes, each table, just write out a little happy anniversary, remember a story if you want, you don't have to, that will go into the scrapbook. After 10 minutes, I'll ask if anybody wants to share them, and then we'll do the thing with the kids before we start the buffet line. Go.
You boys over here, and I think of all the stories. I think the kids have an advantage because we've got some 20, 22 years of different stories just by living with them. But when I think of some of the stories, there's a lot of them that come to mind. But I do want to tell this because I've heard this from a number of people here today who've come up to me and say, boy, your parents are great. Your mom and dad, they're just great people. They're outstanding people. And they're right, but there's a dark side to my father you didn't know.
He's an assistant principal at a high school, so he
Sit down, it's not your time. So of course, I was pretty young, and they grew us, you know, as we grew up, they taught us all the morals and all the values and took us to church every week and tried to make us into these great kids that we didn't quite meet, I guess. But irregardless, I'll never forget the shock that my father put me in when I was probably about 9 years old. He had been hunting that morning. And we were getting ready in the afternoon to actually go to my grandparents, their parents' 25th wedding anniversary. I don't know if you remember this. But he had been hunting, and he had been, I don't know if they were chasing rabbits or whatever up in Michigan, but he had taken a branch in the eye. Do you remember that, Dad? Yeah. Taken a branch in the eye, and he came home, and me and my brother and my other brother and my sister, we weren't the best kids in the world. We liked to argue and fight and chase and push and shove and all the things that kids do. And I remember him coming into the house, and again, this is the dark side of Bill Hoogterp that many of you may not know. But he came in the door, and the house was a mess. We were getting ready to go to the party. He goes, "What the hell is happening here?" First time I ever heard him swear in my life, and it was kind of a funny event for us because we were in shock, but he was pretty upset. So we get to eat twice. We're number 2 table. Number 2 table.
Would anybody else like to be number 3 or 4? Not the kids, nice try. All right.
I don't need the mic. For all you golfers who've ever played the game, and we were on number 16, par 3. Bill went first, because it was his turn to be the wolf if he so chose. And when you play wolf, you have to play the game, or play that hole without a partner, and you play 3 against 1. So Bill went first, and he hit a pretty good shot to the green. He said, "Oh, I'm going to go alone." The next player got up and almost put the ball into the hole. The ball was right beside the pin. Bill wanted to change his mind, and we wouldn't let him. And he whined the rest of the day because he lost the hole.
All right, thank you.
Grip, swing, and putting style. But, and it's a big but, is once you played 18 holes with Bill, you first off thoroughly enjoyed the experience, a great guy to play with, and secondly, he's a bulldog. He never quits, he's always happy, never gives in, and he's simply hard to beat. Bad day, don't matter, tomorrow is another great day.
So I need all the kids on up here with your scripts.
The year was 1959. The party is at Bud and Katie's house.
Near Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Dee is about to call Judy to tell her to come to the party, but we don't think they really had cell phones then.
You're not a kid.
Still young at heart, right? All right, and then Aunt Dee is at a party with lots of friends, played by all of our grandkids here. And Dee calls Judy, who is sitting in a chair at home.
Hi, Judy. You've got to come to this party. No excuses, no excuses. You come to this party. Oh my goodness, there's some good-looking guys coming in. You're gonna come because this guy's gonna pick you up.
I just washed my hair. I'm not going out tonight.
Oh yes, you are, because he's coming over to meet you.
Nah.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna give you this phone to this really nice-looking guy. He just came in with a whole bunch, but this one's for you.
Hey, there's a party going on here. We need more girls. I'm coming to pick you up.
Well, that's a line.
It worked. Oh, okay.
That meeting at the party led to Bill asking Judy for a date.
In the 2 weeks leading up to the date, Judy was left to ponder a question.
It's a question probably everyone in this room has wondered at some point.
What in the world kind of a name is that? And how the heck do you spell Hoogterp?
The end. And now, we're going to recuse Aunt Dee. The role of Aunt Dee tonight was played by Aunt Dee, so we'd like to thank her for being the honorary grandkid. And now we have a poem, and who's starting out on the poem?
To read to you. We hope you love it because we love you.
There's so many things that's amazing about you, so many things that we hold dear.
The list is long, but it starts with this. If it wasn't for you, none of us would be here.
Where would we be? New Jersey?
You taught not just our parents, but you also taught us so much.
Like how to pick an orange or how to drive a golf cart.
To save a silver dollar or book of quarters to start.
And here are some of the favorite quotes that my mom had put away for herself that she shared with the grandkids over time. Emmy?
Do unto others as you would have them do unto you.
Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. That which is bitter to endure may be sweet to remember. All it takes is all you got.
What we do for ourselves dies with us. What we do for others becomes immortal. It's the things you learn after you know it all that counts.
Don't try to be better than your predecessors. Be better than yourself. And here's one thing that Grandma gave to Zach, who was stationed in Iraq but now in Texas. And he says he keeps it in his wallet. It's what John Wooden's dad gave to him of 7 things to remember. Be true to yourself, help others, make each day your masterpiece, drink deeply from good books, especially the good book, the Bible. Make friendship a fine art, build shelter against a rainy day, pray for guidance, and give thanks for your blessings every day. Okay, back to your poem. But mostly the best thing you taught us is how to be good at life.
In the way you live your lives since Grandpa made Grandma his wife. Ending the poem is a challenge because with a name like Hoogterp, how do you make it rhyme?
Ending the poem is a challenge because, so I'll just say we love you, Grandpa and Grandma, and we hope everyone has a good time.